Good morning. Welcome to the Breakfast Club. This is Joe Shoup. It is Tuesday, January the 9th. Hard to believe. I say that every week. The time just keeps flying by. This is our first broadcast of 2018. And I want to basically get right to the point. I want to make something real clear. I say this almost every week. 97% of the people in the home business arena, the network marketing industry, make little or no money. I mean, I guess you could call that they fail. They fail to make money. Let's put it that way. And that's a fact. This is not something that anyone has made up. I didn't make up that statistic. It happens to be a fact that pretty much everybody knows. But yet, everyone continues to try to make money. So here's my question. What changes are you making to get in the 3% who are successful? Have you made any changes yet mentally? Have you written them down? Do you have a resolution? And if you look at that word, it's a resolution. You have a solution to this problem? It is a problem, and I suggest that most people listening, whether you're listening live or the recording, that you're in the 97% that are not happy with how your home business is going, how your network marketing company is going, your direct sales company is going. I suspect that most of you listening, only because I know the statistic, is that most of the people are unhappy, and they're still looking for a way to make it happen. And they join new companies thinking that's the difference. Well, most people think it's the company that has the problem. And if they only find a company that would work right, then maybe they could make it. But it can't possibly be the companies with that kind of statistic. Yes, a few companies. Some of the companies have problems. The truth is, the fact that you are in the 97% is that you created that story. You actually created that. Now, to be successful, when you're working with your company or the companies you're working with now, doesn't matter which one, no specific company, you have to make changes. If you are not happy with the results, you have to make a change. We are now in 2018, and in 2018, it would be a wise thing to do to have a new year 2018 resolution, which means a plan to change what has happened. Maybe all these years, maybe just a few years. The change has to be in your thinking. We run a class called the Networking Communication class, and that class is all about thinking. It's about changing the thinking that you've had about your business. So let me just give you some insight on the owner of a company that we are working with. I say we, some of our partners. And that company is called iClub Biz. Now, we're not here to change your mind about the company you are currently with. Obviously, you would be happy there. But what we are offering you is a successful system to make that company work for you. That's what iClub Biz is basically about. They have a tool called iWebAtool. iWebAtool is an internet tool, internet web tool, let's call it that. It's a management tool, a contact manager tool with education and autoresponders to teach you how to be successful. We have developed a real, true system for success. And we've been working with that company, and we're working with other companies. I'm going to explain that to you, who are now utilizing the iClub Biz company and the iWebAtool to have their company successful. Jeff Evers, the founder, multi-million-dollar income earner in this industry, has had this company since 2007. We're now looking at 11 years, successfully building a company whereby people, regardless of the company that they represent now, can actually come to iClubBiz and promote their current company. Now, here's the genius behind it. Not only could you do that, but Jeff, years ago, was very creative and smart enough to incorporate some of the other companies that were using iClubBiz, incorporate them into iWebitool, and be able to allow the affiliates, the partners here at iClubBiz to actually promote and sell products from other companies without joining those companies. Things like travel, have an unbelievable travel program. Things like weight loss. The obvious marketing system. Bitcoin. Healthy coffee. I could go on here. But companies like that, when someone belongs to iClubBiz and utilizes the iWebitool inside of the company, they can promote any company they want without joining those companies or buying their products and being in what we know as a downline and being in a matrix. Don't have to do that because the foundation is the iClubBiz matrix. So Jeff figured out a way to allow people to do that. So let's just go back a step. Our real goal is to have people use iWebitool to market their own business. But if they have one or two products in their own business, why wouldn't they promote some of the things, the healthy coffee, for instance? We know that's a very large market. I guess the second largest commodity or so. Why not promote that? And we have a system to not only promote the tool, promote the marketing system, but to promote those other products in addition to. Now, I'm just going to tell you, know what that costs you? $12.50 a month to do that. Nobody has that because Jeff wanted people to succeed. So we're not asking people to switch their companies. We're telling you, use our company to promote your own company. Hey, maybe bring your own company to the table to iWebitool, and lots of people would be promoting and selling your products. We're working with 3 companies right now to do that. Both Claudia and I are working with ownership with new companies to bring aboard for people to actually market those products. Now, that being said, let's go back to what you need to do. You need a game plan for your business. Doesn't matter what company you're with. Again, I repeat that most people listening have not been successful or aren't happy with the results they're getting. So you can't sit there and do the same thing over and over again. You know how that works. Not going to work. But if you had a game plan and changed what you were doing, then you're going to have a shot. Otherwise, basically, you have no shot at success. So the 3 elements, I don't care what company you're with, and I challenge anyone to dispute this. You need 3 things. The basic foundation is having a database. Everyone knows you need people to communicate with. So you need the database first. You can buy it. You can create it. Number 2, you need a contact manager, which is exactly what iClubBiz is about. A contact manager, managing that database. Number 3, it's wonderful to have the first 2. If you have the first 2 and you had a database, you use the contact manager and autoresponders and people responded to you positively and wanted more information, this is where the people get frightened. because now they have to talk to them. And if you think for 1 minute that the way you're going to communicate with them and then bring them to the company and try to explain everything is by some type of chat, nothing wrong with a chat, but you're not going to help that person be successful with just chatting with them, which simply means you have to learn how to verbally communicate your message. You have to do that. I'm pretty sure the company will be incorporating a communication class into iWebitool, into iClubBiz. We'll talk about that at another time. Jeff Evers clearly said, most people fail because they don't treat their business like a business. I say, in addition to that, they don't even know they have a real business. That's why they don't treat it that way. They don't relate to it as if they had a storefront, a brick and mortar business. They don't think of it that way. And that's why you have to change your thinking. So what does it mean to have your own business? Well, for starters, running a business means you got to show up for your business. You have to do the right things. Here's what that means. The right things equals income generating activity. You must have income generating activity. You need to find out what that is in your own company. What is it that you need to do to create income? You have to know your business, which means you need to study. Now, we created, our group, when we came aboard here, a welcome/getting started document, a PDF that helps people understand, even in more detail than the website, exactly how to get going, how to set it up, how to get your autoresponder, what letters are available, study areas. I suspect that most people are told in this industry for years that this is easy. You just have to contact people, get them over to me. And the truth is, this business is hard. And for those that try to tell you that it's easy, are just looking for you to register, probably make some kind of fast start bonus. As you know, most of the people get left behind. You know why? Because they don't have a system in place to help that person move along. They just tell them, just keep calling people, keep putting them in, blah, 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 talking to them. They don't have a real system in place. Most companies. You have to know your business. You have to study the web. All the information on the website is there for you to learn about the business. And we guide you through that on the document, the getting started document, the welcome document. Now, what does that all take? Okay, this is all good news, right? It's probably old news for most people. You heard this before, but are you doing it? Because here's what it takes. Number one, it takes discipline. It takes your willingness to say, okay, this is the year I'm going to change. This is when I'm going to make the change, and here's how I'm going to do it. In order to do that, you have to incorporate one thing. That's called discipline. Creating your game plan and then being disciplined enough to follow that game plan. And if you do that, let's call it for a year, and discipline yourself to show up and go to work, because that's the key. That's the catch. Every business has a catch when they say you can make all this money. Yeah, there's a catch to it. The catch is called WORK. I have to go to work. You have to be disciplined to go to work. You have to be disciplined to study your business. You have to be disciplined to learn how to communicate properly. And you have to be part of a system whereby recruiting never stops. That's what you must do. Now, hopefully, 2018 is a year of change for you and for many people. If you as a leader make the change, the people you have in your organization may follow you, especially if you're having success. But you're not going to be able to manage the success. the result of the success, let's say. You can only manage the activity, which is why you have to be disciplined to have activity. Now, we'll cover again, and we covered in our classes, what activities are we talking about? Most people in this industry should know what we're talking about. The activity first is creating that database, getting a hold of that database, and using the contact manager. Then again, learning how to communicate. So my hope and my suggestion is to study your business. Understand what your business is really about. I'm going to give you an example. I'm probably going to make an example of somebody here before we close. And that is, I've had some dental work done recently. And one of the places that I went, the receptionist, it appears to be the office manager, has twice now, maybe 3 times, has been somewhat abrupt, kind of rude, uncooperative. And so I wrote a letter to the dentist because I won't go back there now. And I won't get into the details of what she did, but certainly not accommodating at all, like most offices are. And I told the dentist this story, that it's wonderful the work that he does, but the problem is he thinks he's in the dental business. Now, that may sound strange because he's a dentist, right? And that's what he does. But he's not in the dental business. He's in the service business, which happens to have dental work. And what he's not doing is paying attention to service, the people that are coming in. There are 2 other people that I am friends with who refuse to go there for the same reasons, have the same problems with the same girl. She's running his business. It's a service business, right? Now, he's lost a lot of money this year with just the 3 people, thousands and thousands of dollars. Now, what does that mean for us? It means you probably think that you're in a product-oriented business. It's probably what you think. When you determine what business you are really in, things will change for you. So we have a communication class that teaches you that. Sure, if you have gold in your company and you're selling gold, yeah, you probably think you're in the gold business. We at iClub Biz are in the network distribution business. We're not in the product business. Do people buy products? Absolutely. Do people go to the dentist and have dental work? Absolutely. But that's not their real business. We have to service our people, just like the dental doctors, lawyers have to do. They need to be serviced. And that's the first and foremost is a service business, providing a service. We provide a network distribution center. It's what we do. We are looking for the interested party to want to be successful, helping others. If you think you're looking for people that want to sell coffee or gold or Bitcoin, that's what I mean about changing your thinking, making a mistake. Do you do that? Could you do that? Would you sell product? Absolutely. But that's not the business we're in. We're in the service business. We're in the network distribution business. That's what Jeff created. And the system inside of this company allows anyone from any company to come in, be successful with their own company, as well as getting paid for using the tool in our company and recommending that as well. So hopefully that makes sense for you. And I would challenge anybody to dispute that. And I offer you to come on the Breakfast Club. And if you have a dispute, we'll talk about it together in front of people. The minute you understand what your business is and then understand who you are in the function of that business, things will change. And our class will teach you that. But what we're here to say is, for those of you who are successful, congratulations. Keep up the good work, but make sure your people are successful. And the only thing that's going to make that happen is database, contact manager to manage your database and learn how to communicate. We will be preaching that till forever, because that is the foundation of building a business here in the network marketing, home business, direct sales industry, whatever you label it. Truthfully, it's a networking business. I mean, we're in that arena. Network distribution. That's what we are. We would love to help you. We hope that you understand what we're trying to tell you today. If you need information, you can reply to the email that you got, or you can just simply go to the Breakfast Club broadcast at gmail.com and send a note. You can send it to jpshoop@earthlink.net. Send a note. I want more info. Let's talk. Whatever. We hope that you understand and hope that you join us to make your business and your 2018 business venture successful. So with that, I want to thank you for being here. Happy New Year to everybody and great success in 2018. We will look forward to seeing you. We have classes through the week here. If you want information on that, give us a call. But more importantly, study your company. Need information on how to build your company, just contact us. We'll be glad to help you. So for Claudia Seifert and Shirley, we welcome you and we thank you for being here at the Breakfast Club. You have a great day, everybody, and we'll look forward to seeing you next week at the Breakfast Club. Thank you.